Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever the time may be for you. It's evening for me. But you know what? It's really time. It's time to unlock a new milestone. We have 200 steel beams, 100 steel pipes. Let's grab some concrete. Oh wait, we have it. Let's get to the hub, which for some reason is still way over this way. We should probably build it in a more convenient location, like next to all of our supplies. And maybe not die on the way. Good job, SV. You saved it. All right, let's get Logistics Mark III. Yeah.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
She didn't finish her statement. Also, I 1,000,000% forgot about the part that larger storage containers. So you may have to do some replacement of those really soon. Of the ones that we've got already going over there, but one thing at a time. That would ruin our walkway, and who wants that really, right? Um, in the meantime, ooh, its hypertubes require those encased beams, which, you know, we can crank out 50 of them just to finish out that milestone. But yeah, if we change these to the larger bins, I mean, first of all, I don't really need more than that. Like if I'm looking for plates, like that's a lot of plates. I don't need more than that. Look how many I'm already carrying. I also built these two lines as a preemptive way to add our steel beams and steel pipes to the mix. But first things first, Logistics Mark III. I'm going to add that one to the hotbar because this is actually going to be one of those that we ooh, actually I just thought about something else. I don't have Mark II miners yet, so we're going to have to overclock the ones that are down there. We'll let this run for a bit while I get some power shards. We need 3 power shards per miner, so we need total of 9 power shards. So we've got 1 pure node down there. I'm going to bring 9. I don't actually think we need 9. I think we need 8. 2 for the pure, 3 for the non-pure, for the 2 normal nodes, just to get them up to... Oh, what? How did I take damage? I could have sworn I slid down that. I've got miners here somewhere. Here? That's not what I wanted though, right? I wanted those. We'll just take all of them and then we'll deal with it. Anything here I want? No. I could walk over there from the power plant, but let me tell you, navigating that whole terrain area down there, not fun. I could just build a bridge, actually, but one of my favorite things with Blade Runners is how nimble you are and how you can just looking at the power plant there. It looked a little strange to me. Ooh, actually, you know what? Priority number 1 is not this. It should be the power plant. That's actually priority number 1. Ooh, bad time for an autosave. Hopefully it's deep enough. Nailed it. So one of these days I was like, one of these days, I say. It was like earlier this morning. I'm just walking around here, minding my own business, and one of those frickin' giant spider things came out of nowhere here and started attacking me. I have no idea where it came from. Legitimately none. But I'm like literally right here, and then it just starts attacking me. So like the F, you know? Okay. First things first. Mark 3. Look how we can just pull a Mark 3 now. I'm not sure how far we need a Mark 3 belt, so I'm just going to go basically all the way. Or as far as we can. And now next up it's going to be, let's get the miner working at Mark 3 efficiency. Or for a miner I guess it'd be Mark 2 efficiency. But I want it spitting out. Okay, we should have actually done that part as well. So 2 of them yields 240. 3 of them, I want this to be 270. So 225%. Ooh, for a second I thought we cut the power. Yeah, so we're overloading this line by a lot. It was already at maximum before. How do I get back? We're gonna take this route back. I need to incorporate some of the lines for getting biomass on refined. I need to get that incorporated into our actual like real factory instead of having it be that one little one in the corner. You may notice that we still have the Caterium line that's empty. It's because we don't have explosives yet to action for the boulders. We actually should be able to build that soon because we've got steel pipes now, which means we should be able to get nobelisks created. So we might actually even tackle that today. But steel beam production after the power plant is priority number 1, as it's going to help everything else speed up. We did not build a lot of the things on the second floor, the constructor floor, with steel beams in mind, and that's a bit of a mistake, but it is what it is, and we'll just have to deal with it for now. Let's see if we can be real dumb and do something like to make this a little bit faster for us to navigate down into. That's a nice temporary solution. And that could also act as like a structural beam. Yeah, look, it's holding that platform up. That in conjunction with those two things. However you want to justify it, right? So, oh, legitimately, if someone could tell me where the F that spider came from, I'd be grateful because I want to avoid that area at all costs. Up this way. I should really build a walkway up to that floor. Okay, so we've got full on 270 coming out of that miner. It's well overclocked, which is, let's say, a bad thing because it actually does draw substantially more power. than it really needs to. Okay, we got the big lights. The moment we start seeing non-big lights, like there. So I built this power plant to intake 270 at a time. And what that means, it's going to basically up like that's 18 generators running at full capacity. Which look how much faster a 270 line is. And a 120 line. I even put these little pillars here. I think that looks kind of nice. Mocking up some sort of structural support for something that absolutely could just float completely in the air. Look at those power poles, look kind of weird from a distance, like the model hasn't loaded in. Level of detail stuff there. Once we get the power plant good, then it's time to get this. Man, we're actually racking it up on the steel beams front. 74 additional means like we should be able to finish out the power plant. And then that should mean all of those are lighting up soon. So water's been flowing to them this entire time, so they're stocked with water. That's not a concern. Ooh, that was a nice little fall. It's like being trapped under ice. Very dangerous. We're just looking for the remaining green lights. I considered adding doors here, but it's not often that you're going to be in this like access tunnel. It's kind of the feeling that I get in here. It's like basically, like that's it. I shouldn't ever have to come down here again. Now all of these should be running at max efficiency. And I am going to add a freaking staircase here. Still can't get over that that's under like architecture. Feels like a weird... This pole being literally right in the middle, that's not good. What if I do... What if I just do this? Seems alright. Get onto whatever level I want. Alright, so we should start to see coal filling up all the way down. Very slowly. So it takes 270 divided by 15 means 18. That's 18 of these. It'll get there. But right now we're already producing more power than we have had in the past. And I still have the biomass array that we had previously. That's still burning. So that hasn't changed. Meaning we're basically... We are overproducing, which also means at some point I want a whole bunch of batteries. We don't have stators yet, but I want like maybe 2 batteries per generator. So we could have like a little battery array there somewhere. Maybe we'll line them up on top there. Maybe that'll be a cool look. and that'll be our backup in case something goes, to give us a little bit of time to catch up. Because instead of getting a broken fuse notification, you get a notification that says you're on backup power. So we've got 128. First things first. Let's get our lifts working accordingly. Those are Mark 3s. Now, I'd say, oh, we don't, oh, that was close. Alright, so that's going to give me 240, and we're going to take this up to 270. Again, pretty costly in terms of power to make that happen, but we don't have Mark 2 miners yet. Yeah, and same thing here. So that's going to give me 120. If I want 270, I need this to be 135. And then I need that to be 135. 135. Build that. Okay, we don't have the materials, but that's okay, because I'm sure by the time we get up there, we're going to have the appropriate materials we need to at least build out this entire lift. And then we just got to focus on the gaps within the actual production. And then we've basically completed a full build for a steel production build at 270 efficiency. To me, I always find it helpful to like, well, I guess it depends. Sometimes I like to work backwards, and sometimes I like to work from the materials I have on. So you could work backwards and say, I want 100 steel beams per minute. How do I accomplish that? And then other times, you say, well, I want, let's just move that in there. And then other times you're like, well, I have 120 iron. What can I make with that? So it all depends on how you want to tackle the problem. Some problems are easier one way and some problems are easier the other. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Linkin Park said that. Boom. And we're just going to do Mark 3s across for all of that, but when it gets to the inputs, we don't need more than a Mark 1, so we're going to leave that for right now. And that'll just help with getting materials in faster. But really, it doesn't make that big a difference. We are seeing somewhat better efficiency flowing in. This is taking 60 per minute. So, how much is this spitting out? 45, 45, 90. Okay, so that's 180. So this absolutely needs a Mark 3. Right here probably needs a Mark 3 as well. Wherever we can reduce the bottlenecks. Yeah, we'll just do Mark 3s across the board this way. And we'll add some there as well, because that's a 90 belt. I mean, it can live on a 120 line, but it doesn't hurt to get it. Yeah, look at this. We've almost got like a nice full belt going here. 15, so that's 45. So that's about as efficient as that's going to get. Or it seems so. 45 coming out on a Mark 1 belt, 60. You know, the biggest thing is going to be when we can actually move forward to getting smart splitters. So I don't have smart splitters yet. I just have these two. But a smart splitter I can designate like if something is overflowing, then that overflow gets put into X, Y, and Z. Which is this putting 20 out? So that's 60. That's perfect for a Mark 1 belt out. Yep, those are good. These are spitting out 45, 45. So that's 90. That could have been on a Mark II, but you know, let's get fancy and hook up these Mark IIIs. And as you can see, we're getting these belts in pretty quick. I've got definitely the materials. Wait. What? I'm gonna get rid. Let's get rid of these iron plates. So, do I have copper sheets? I most certainly don't. One of the things I want. Let's actually build it because sometimes you have an excess of materials, like we are carrying right now. And there's no good way to get rid of them all. And like, for example, we have all of these rotors, but we don't have enough iron, reinforced iron plates. I kind of want, I'm going to add it to the tail end over down this way though. Because over here we also only have, oh, this is actually so perfect. This was not planned, but I really like this idea. And I'm just going to add a line like so into this and just get rid of some stuff. And let it sink into this one. Let's get some additional coupons. Tickets, coupons. I think originally they were called coupons, so that's stuck in my head, but now they're called tickets. So here we are. You know, the reason I did that was to free up some space to get some copper sheets. And where do we know where the copper sheets are? How would we ever find it? Well, what if we had a handy dandy thing that showed us? And we don't have encased industrial beams, but at least let's deposit these two materials while we wait for additional steel beams to be created. This is still like, yeah, we are still just slowly working our way through that. That'd be a good location for a double container, a too high container. Don't need an additional awesome sink. I thought I was going to have to, but nope. That looks ugly. I don't like that at all, but who cares right now? Let's make sure we've got the appropriate steel. So we did the iron. We need to do the rest of the coal. Let's mark 3. So we survived that fall. Let's not risk it again though. Okay. And then... Oh no, are you kidding? So close. How many do we need? We need 7 more. While we wait for that, let's see if the remainder of the line is good. Because if the remainder of the line is good, then we can basically leave our steel factory as all good to go. Now I designated considerably more space for that steel factory than originally intended, but maybe that's okay because once we move to Mark IV belts with encased industrial beams, maybe we can expand this a little bit. There's room that way for a couple of additional, and there's definitely room this way, so could be temporarily expanded based off of need. Wait, how did that not get replaced? Or that? Unbelievable. Ooh, for a second there it sounded like we lost power. But we did not. Okay, 54 is enough to complete the downstairs, but let's, since we're up here, wait, how did we fail so bad up here? Say F it. For that last one. That last one gets a little extra. Okay, that's a Mark III. Yeah, I mean, I guess visually we could tell if they're Mark IIIs. Like this looks like it's not. That's a Mark I. That's fine. It's also Mark I. That's fine. Here it should be higher. And so that's spitting out 90, 45, 45. Wait, is that right? Is this spitting out 90? Yeah. And so here it's 30, 30, 30. Yep. Okay, that's all right. Oh yeah, we're getting beams super quick now that we've made some of these revisions. And it's going to be fully efficient here in a second. Like that was ballsy. You gotta give me that. So right now we are running our steel factory at 100% pure efficiency on a 270 line. 270 iron, 270 coal is giving us... Ooh, I didn't look at the numbers. I will tell you though, you know what it requires for 100 steel beams and 100 steel pipes per minute? 550 iron, 550 coal. That's it. So we could actually convert this entire factory into 100 and 100 of each when we get Mark II miners. Can I even do Encased? Is it encased? No. Am I not? Wait, hold on a second. How do I... I know it's concrete and steel beams. How do I do this if I don't... Wait, what? Do I have to do an assembler for it first? Uh, am I crazy? Wait, is it because I can't do this milestone first? I have to do the other one that actually gives me those. That's probably what it is. Let's go look. Also, I never checked to see if the moth actually clips through any of our stuff. It would be so unfortunate if it like clipped through that. We gotta move the hub also. I just don't have, well, I don't know, maybe we can do it. I was gonna say I don't have the patience to do that right now because I have to delete all of these boxes, including this one. Yeah, that's why I actually have to do this one first. Thank you. I'm sure you're yelling at me in the comments about that, but here we are, you know? Yeah, we'll move those up. I want to start researching nobelisks and such. I do that in the next video. Do a little bit of filthy handcrafting to make that happen. So we need wire. This one's wire. Okay, it's 1,000. Let's just take another set of it. Concrete. We need some concrete. It's like way down the line. Sulfur. Okay, I might actually put words on some of this stuff. Give me 500 concrete. And then the rest of the stuff we're going to have to get from a different location. I think we might, after that, kind of call it. Are we looking on those? That's looking okay. Not the best, but it's looking okay. And 200 steel pipes, we should have plenty of those. That's not a problem. Once we get our steel set up, then the next, well, it is set up, but once I unlock these two parts, then they're going to get incorporated into the belt, like you see over here, including their own storage containers down this way, and then get added to the next floor where we can be a little bit more complex with some of the solutions for that stuff. Look at that one storage container over there looking like all janky. Now it's fixed, but it was looking janky before. Maybe between videos I'll move the hub to a better location for now.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container, enhanced conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use. An additional project part can now be constructed. Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
Isn't that weird? I thought that was part of the last one. It feels like it's randomly... that's weird. Okay. Well, anyway, now it allows us to build encased industrial beams. 4 of them for one of these. So this is our caveat. And what does that give us? Just hypertubes. So in a future one, you use encased industrial beams for Mark IV belts, which clearly we don't have yet, but that's what you would use that for. Let me get that in there. I think this is a good place for us to call the video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.